Hello, Deadlockers. Welcome to this new series that we're starting this week called the Deadlock Improvement Series. Here we're going to take a look at a game per week where we felt like we did pretty decently, right? Game sense was good, gunplay was great, ability usage was on point, itemization worked well, our counter picks were also logically sound. Our 1v1 matchups in the laning stages, we discuss the hero we're going up against, the hero we're playing, pros, cons, and all that stuff. The reason behind the series and the reason why I like particular series of this nature is because it's much more fun, in my opinion, and from my own point of view, to see someone who's not the best make the improvements to compete with the best. And I am not the best. And I have never felt this type of way about a game where it really sucks you and is so addictive, and it'll be fun to play, fun to learn the mechanics of it, because it's so many mechanics, from MOBA to shooting to movement. It really is a game that comprises of everything. So let's go ahead and start with the series. So just a brief overview of how we're going to do the series. We're going to go through each phase of Deadlock, right? There's laning phase, farming phase, mid-game phase, situational phase, and then finally the completion late phase, right, where we take the base and the game ends, of course. So we're going to be ranking each of those phases on a scale of 1 to 10, and each phase we're going to point out one important factor we need to work on, and that entire week is going to go dedicated on our Twitch stream to focusing on fixing that particular pattern. The reason why we're choosing one is because, in my experience through sports and everything, and I've competed at a very high level in sports, particularly basketball and football. So one thing that I've learned early on is pick one thing to improve on in the off season. Pick one thing and be the best at it, like master to the point where it has no flaws. So we're going to take that same principle and ideology and we're going to apply it to Deadlock. So we're going to find out that one important high priority thing we're doing wrong, and we're going to focus on learning it, checking out tutorials, and working on being almost flawless at it. That way, the idea and the motto is, if you solve enough mistakes, then there won't be any left to make. And that's something we're going to live and die by in these series. We're going to find our mistakes and we're going to eradicate them. So let's go ahead, start the series. I'll put overlays on as we go through the series of what we're doing wrong, what was good, green, red, all that spaz. But let's get started. So this was a Paradox gameplay, and I don't think this was ranked, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's go ahead and start the video and we'll find out. So we're going up against a Mo and Krill. So yeah, we're just trying to get the mouse movement going, hands warmed up, first game of the day. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to take a look. This is a particular build that we have built. It's been working really well for us, and I like to build my own builds because it allows me to really absorb myself into the game. So, and all of this is not finalized, not permanent. It's always subject to change with each patch note. So all that's going to be relevant. Okay, so laning phase. We're going up with Mo and Krill, and let's see how we do this. So what we know is Mo and Krill generally is a close range shutdown specialist, right? His disarm ability knocks you out, shuts your ability to shoot the weapon, and he gets a free shot at you. And a very, very, very heavy melee dependent, until of course he levels up and gets more of his abilities. Paradox, on the other hand, is a long-range, mid-range fighter. Close range, situationally, if you're very good at his movement and nade potential, but generally mid to long range is where Paradox thrives. Swap, again, close range can be made to work. Again, mitigating weaknesses is a part of every character's DNA makeup. So our general idea in this laning phase was we wanted to keep the wave closer to us, because again, Mo and Krill is a close range specialist, right? So we wanted to make sure that we kept the wave closer to us where we can use our LOS to just poke him completely. So we're doing a great job here. Our aim is very pristine right now. Could be better. I am a huge component of high accuracy, especially headshots. Always been, whether that's Apex or Valorant, I've always prided myself on a very high headshot percentage. And this is no different. I don't even care if I do everything else horribly, but if I'm hitting my headshots, I'm usually happy. And that's just a personal passion of mine, and also obsession, is to have a very high headshot percentage. So we are hitting the shots, and to be fair, Mo and Krill have 2 heads, so it's a little bit easier to hit the headshots. So we're not going to take too much pride into it, but we're doing well for now. So we do have a health lead. We also have a souls lead, although minute. So I think we're playing this pretty well. Laning wise, this is what we want to do. We want to make sure we're up in souls. We want to make sure we're prioritizing and maximizing our pentatch health, getting as many souls as possible. Take the opportunity, boom, bam, and he's out. Now we get a nice little soul lead, 1.3 to 1.0. So we're chilling. Now this gives us the opportunity to do 2 things. Either we rush the Guardian, hit some damage, which ideally I think that's the fundamental mistake we made here, because I didn't need to go back and buy. I think objective prioritization is a weakness here, so we're going to make that note. Objective prioritization. See, by the time we even had any Guardian damage, Mo and Krill is back, and that advantage that we took, regardless of the soul lead we're taking, right? We're up 600 souls. Objective damage is still the #1 priority, because at the end of the day, pursuing the objectives and completion of the objectives is how you win this game. Again, shut down specialist. That disarm is so frustrating and so oppressive. It really does make us push back. Because if Mo and Krill, once he gets his abilities, he gets his little, you know, digging for gold after us, it just really locks us into place. So we want to make sure we're keeping our distance, we're poking, again, against any shotgun-based specialist. Keep your distance, especially when you have a hero of Paradox's capability and caliber at range and mid gunfights. That's what we want to do. But again, we want to prioritize our objective damage here. And that is a particular weakness I've noticed in my game. Again, highly oppressive, but we do a good job. We put the wall up, we kind of scare him away, use that ability to protect the close range shots, because those hit like a truck at close range. Naturally, because it's a shotgun after all. So we're doing well, coming back to buy. One thing I think we're doing pretty well here is we are, what I like to say, grouping up with our minions, right? We're completely playing in between them, not too far ahead of them, not too far behind. And I think that's a very important concept. Completely whiff. I have melee there, I don't know what I was going for. I think I was trying to hit the minion, then I saw the one crow coming through, and I thought I could maybe sneak a hit in, maybe. Alright, melee to secure, always great. Another thing with shotgun agents is they can steal, they can deny your souls very easily with that widespread shotgun pellet. The bullet spread basically makes it very forgiving for them. If they shoot in the general direction, they're more than likely. Nice, nice, nice. Missed the heavy melee. Again, I think there we don't melee. I think we just continue our DPS with the gun. So our weapon hygiene needs to improve. So we'll make that note as well. But so far I think we're handling the laning phase quite well actually. We're still up in souls. Objective damage again, very equal. I think that would have made, maybe it wouldn't have turned the tide or like given us a complete advantage. But we're taking full use of our aim here. Again, movement. Huge weakness in my particular gameplay. Alright, we're still trying to look for any potential aspect to gather souls, keeping the wave in our side of the map. Kind of like a lane freezing technique, but not so much. It's more, I guess it's more of a lane manipulation, because we're not committed to freezing it. We're committed to keeping it in our area of space. Again, movement needs to improve. I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens where I just can't do the wall bounce off of that. Alright, so now after the new patch, Slowing Hex gets built into by Enduring Spirit, so we had to alter our build a little bit, but I'm quite happy with it. I think the 10% lifesteal actually really does help us with our kinetic carbine, and our ult gives us a little bit more sustain than we would normally have, because Paradox's ult has 100% lifesteal, which is... Now this was a mistake by him, right? I think, like, considering the new Guardian changes, you never want to tower dive that deep, especially when the opponent's health is at a certain threshold. When it dips down where you can secure the kill and maybe get out of there with maybe like 100 HP, you don't gotta do that math in your head and be subconscious about it. So that's a mistake he did. He just lost a chunk of his health, gave us the opportunity to make this play. Oh, there we go, punch him. He just landed into soul, but it's fine though. I think since we had the health advantage, we could afford that trade. Now the benefit of that is it starts pushing him to rethink his approach, because he was playing super aggressive. Again, why? Because we are allowing the wave to push into our Guardian, and now we're going to prioritize our HP because we already got a kill on him. So we do have the advantage, and we have a 400 we have a 200 soul lead, so we can go back, use our zip boost. This is also another good way to fall back, because the wave was already pushing up way past the neutral point, which is the bridge level, and towards his side, so we did have the time to go back to our base, quickly heal up, and come back and continue the fight without losing too much momentum. Another supremely important fact in the laning stage is momentum, momentum control, right? Is basically the idea is you want to make sure the momentum is consistently on your side, where you can push at any point and you're not pressed back against your will. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive because we're allowing the wave to push into us, but that's intentional. That is a gameplay strategy we're employing so that we can take advantage of the character DNA, right? And every character has a DNA structure which needs to be analyzed and thought of before you enter the laning phase. You must have a plan, right? It's something from Valorant, right? Before each round starts, you have a plan. You have an idea of what you want to do, how you want to rotate, how you want to push and entry and stuff. So we're applying those concepts here. Pre-game, we're going to quickly assess the character's strengths, weaknesses, and our own unique strategy based on our playing experience. And those are the strategies I've employed here. Because usually against Mountain Crow, I get super oppressive, super shutdown, heavy melee dependent. I never wanted to stay too close. And there, what we're doing is we're using LOS manipulation, right? Line of sight manipulation. It's a particular concept I have learned to call angle choking from my Apex days, where you use an angle and you choke it, right? Like a sliver. You can only see a window, small window of opportunity, and you can shoot them, where they can't really shoot you back, and it offers a nice little natural defensive cover. So we angle choke, he's coming after us, hits us. I wanted to use a nade to slow him down, wasn't truly effective. We used the wall there very well. We hid the heavy melee behind it and snapped into him. Really hard to parry. Maybe definitely at higher levels could be easier to parry. Slowing Hex, again, truly makes the laning phase so easy for Paradox. Everything about Paradox is about suppression, right? You slow down their movement, you freeze them into place. So you have to play according to the character's DNA, and Paradox excels at that. He excels at disruption. If I have to put one word for a hero, I would say Moncro is shutdown and Paradox is suppression. And we're just suppressing the hell out of him right now, which is perfect. We're at a 2k soul lead. Probably the laning phase, I think we've handled super duper well. Aim was atrocious. I was shooting him in the butt. Not exactly the cheeks we wanted to hit, you know? Sorry, that was bad. I'm gonna refrain from that. But we get Mystic Shot. Okay, so naturally, to get soul lead, he does the right play, right? Either he makes the call or his teammates make the call, and they say, yo, I need some help. This Paradox is kind of wailing on us. We need to get this Guardian. Yeah, we just get sliced and diced by Shiv. Again, I'm so glad the new patch, or the last two patches, they've done a good job of kind of nerfing him, but I think they nerfed him a little too much, and I'm kind of happy in this situation that they did, even though we did die there. Because in a previous patch, Shiv kind of rolls us extraordinarily badly. So now we've effectively lost a Guardian. So at this point, we move on to the farming stage, right? Now we have to decide, Do we commit to our lane and take their guardian to even out, the potential for flex slots with, again, objective based? Or do we focus farm, delay the flex slot by a minute or two, and then take it easily once the team fight starts building up? So I apologize for the background noise. A lot of dishes were clanking. So now I think the decision here is to find out what is our choice of play here. And I think we chose objective. And the reason why we chose objective was purple and blue still have their guardians, so we do kind of need it. And I think here, yeah, perhaps maybe we should have played a little bit more attention to the map. Yeah, we're gonna get knocked out here, I think. Can we get out of here? Did we get out of here? No, I doubt we get out. No, we do get out of here, thank God. I do apologize for this section here. I think we'll lose a little bit of audio. But basically, Mo and Krill kind of chased us out. We do get out, and we decide to go back for a little pop. At this point, we're just trying to, like, take out his HP as much as possible just to make sure he doesn't push our walker. Because, again, objective priority. And we're going to quickly go back, get our HP back. We don't want to be caught lacking there. If we go down there, again, we lose walker. We lose the lane. And clearly, our lane pressure is not the best at the moment. So that was our thinking process here. And now I think we're deciding, okay, they are rotating a lot of team power over to yellow. McGinnis is going in. We don't want to leave her alone. So another thing is team awareness is something that I think you learn really well when playing Paradox. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think Mo and Krill makes a mistake here. Going that far deep into the backline right into our minions is not the smartest move. Especially against the McGinnis, where effectively you have 3 different sources of damage with the turrets. Or technically 4, because Paradox, McGinnis, turret, minions. You shouldn't be playing that deep, especially without communicating to your teammate, because the Shiv kind of hung back and didn't really provide any help. Alright. Oh, yep. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Alright, not bad, not bad. Kind of pushed him away. Now we take tower. So we commit to it. Now hopefully we get out. No, but it's okay. Even though we lose our lives there, we do get the objective and we do open up a flex slot for our team, which does help the team overall. And our walker is still very healthy because the lane is pushed out nicely. So we're not too fussed about it. Would have been better if we were still alive, sure, but still early in the game, 14 minutes. The cooldown isn't too bad. So here our teammate is making a few call-outs. We can see on the map Mo and Krill is approaching on the walker. Mirage makes a play for it. I support the Mirage. Again, at this point of the game, we are starting to move a little bit into the intermediate part of the farming stage. We miss. We miss. Oh, okay. We nade for the damage buff, and I think we kill here. I think we do secure here. Yeah, we definitely secure the kill here. Because Mo... kind of kill it mid-heavy. I do feel a little bit bad about it. Now, we get a deep call out asking for help on green. I make the shift over. Here I heard footsteps of Shiv. And we try to slowing hex him, kind of limit his movement here. Yeah, at this point we were just trying to play. Yeah, we were just trying to prevent them from chasing us, right? Because the nade slows him down. Nice, our Lash is doing some good work. This is something that I think I personally need to improve on. This is going to go into the improvement section. Is map awareness, right? We want to constantly be aware of what's happening. There should never be a moment where we're like confused, like, okay, where's the fight? Who's fighting who just died? You know, which ults are active? All of these things really do play a role in helping you improve your rank, because these are the important things, right? You can't just enter a fight without knowing who's around, what abilities they're about to use. I think we do hear a Haze nearby. We saw her a little bit on the map, which again is another amazing way to understand where everyone is, especially if you can't see them as you're playing. Yep, we see. Hits us in the back. I think here, yeah, here we just kind of Nice. We depend on the aim here a little bit. Let's go. Slowing Hex again. Amazing for any hero. We take the haze out with a nice little play. Wraith ult is, we know, just a death sentence for anyone who gets caught in pit. Boom, we just take over, baby. We go nuts. I think we earn as well. Okay, we're fighting. I mean, I'm noticing it now, but our blue walker is destroyed, our purple walker is destroyed. Our yellow walker is also destroyed. They still have 3 walkers up. So here we get the call out, let's hit the walker, right? That's objective. Objective is always important. So as far as we're concerned, we're entering the mid game, right? Once a walker goes down, that's essentially when we hit mid game. At that point, now we need to start understanding, okay, what do we do? Who's got the more walkers? Which lanes do we need to defend? Which lanes do we need to push? Quickly get, my god, that is an army of minions. I don't know if you guys ever played the game Overlord, and it was an Xbox game, but it feels like that. Then you get a whole bunch of minions and just waddling down the road. It's a little funny. A little old school game, but beautiful game too. Anyway, back to the analysis. Alright, so we get Fortitude, we get a little bit of Enduring Speed and Mystic Reach. The reason why I like Mystic Reach on Paradox is because her wall doesn't get that extra range buff until the 3rd tier, and I don't like to fully max out the ult before the Carbine or the wall, especially now because post-patch, the wall no longer does 10% damage as a base, it does it on the 2nd skill point. So we want to make sure, because like Paradox is a combo-based monster, right? So we want to make sure. Do we get him? Yes, we do. It's a beautiful swap play. Ride into the walker, taking advantage of our NPC's friends. And every time I look at Shiv, I just see like bars of health. Man is one of the most dynamic tanks in any game, I think. Aim is atrocious. I mean, we do hit the shots, to be fair. Nice. I think we get this. Slowing Hex? Nah, he escapes from us. I remember this. I was so upset. I was like, where'd he go? This is another thing that we have to add to the improvements is awareness of where the enemy is. Because we get the Shiv there at this stage of the game. That's a 45-second cooldown. It'd be huge for us. We could actually hit mid-boss at this point, which again would make our minions stronger, more HP, we get more health. Such a big advantage to rush this game to the closing stages. Now we notice that a bunch of minions are moving yellow. We have one of the best wave clears in the game. We take advantage, knock out this wave completely, and we head back. We did lose a bit of Tower Guardians, which I was kind of upset with because they still have a walker up, and they're completely pushed up into our lane. Again, improved burst. I'm a huge fan of that item on Paradox, who again is my most favorite hero in this game. In most games, to be fair. I love her design. From her aesthetic to her playstyle, it's just, it's beautiful.
I see Kelvin.
Okay, so yeah, now we're just pushing up the lane here. There's a team fight going on in blue. Now the thing with Paradox is if there's a team fight, you want to be in it, right? You want to jump in and you want to be in it. So there's 2 ways to play that. One is you are the playmaker of the team, right? You tell him, oh, Shiv just crosses by us. We want to get in there so he doesn't flank our team. Here again, communication. I should have told them that Shiv is coming, but I think my mic was a little. There was some issues going on with my mic, so I wasn't able to talk too much. But we do a lot of damage here. Nice, nice. Oh, the haze. Oh yeah, we just turn shift and we just focus on where the thick of the action is with our team. Nice, we get it. I think that's one thing Paradox had really taught me in this game is there's no place for ego in terms of 1v1 potential. You always want to play with your team. You always want to make sure that you're supplementing the team. See, your goal is not to get the kills. Your goal is to get the assist. This is far more valuable. Of course, Paradox has the ability to carry a game, but it's not expected to carry. You let the carries do their job, right? Now we take Walker. Now we're pretty much turned the tide actually. We're up in souls by almost 20k. The disarm, again, super impressive. Doesn't even let us take our carbine shot out, which again with Paradox is a thing, right? Here, what I wanted to do was, I was thinking in my head, it's much more effective for me to stay alive here. I think we do end up losing a life here. Yeah, we do. In that team fight, we were outnumbered. I think disengaging is extraordinarily important, knowing when to disengage and when not to. There's no point in everyone losing their lives. Now we have 4 down, 2 people defend. If they push hard enough, they have 5 up. They could easily take out our shrines, but they make the mistake of going back. In that situation, you push up. You have 5v2. You go in. You do as much damage as possible. By the time I get up, Mirage gets up, Lash gets up, you could literally objectively put the game to 99% done, maybe even finish the game. Yeah, I was frustrated there. You can hear me clicking very rapidly on my mouse, about almost to break it. I was upset because I should have disengaged. I knew I needed to disengage. I need to go back and defend the base till my teammates get back up, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is no pride, no ego. You gotta dip, go ahead and dip, because overall, the end stage, you want that victory, not the defeat, and I think that should be the #1 priority. Our Lash gives us the audio cue that he's ulting. We want to come down, sneak attack. Yep, kill the 7. Nade. Nice. We warp stone. The reason why we warp stone is because we wanted to get up close and personal and towards the base of our team. Because like I said, as a Paradox, you always want to be in the center of your team, in the thick of it, and thank you so much, my team. Where they followed up nicely, and the opposing team did a nice job of being imposters and giving us the mid boss at such a low health rate. You know, we'll take it obviously. Now we have 4 up and we want to push. But Shiv is in our backfield, we don't want to lose Mirage, so we all just decide to help him. Akuma, again, that's a crazy cooldown, right? We're looking at 60-second cooldown almost.
I got your heals, Mirage, just push blue.
And that was a beautiful call out by our McGinnis. She's got the health factor for us, so she's like, screw it, I got your heals, just go ahead, push, push, push. Objective prioritization.
How is anybody pushing? Jesus, where are we?
Nice, we do the damage here. Ult. I wanted to warp stone past the truck, we don't. Movement issue. Total movement failure. It's just embarrassing. When I look back at my plays, I realize like my movement is completely cheeks. I'm just like, ugh. Makes me mad. But it's okay, this is why I improved. This is why we're doing this series, is because we want to showcase our mistakes. We want to showcase our flaws, right? And by improving these flaws, we get better, we make everyone else better, and hopefully those who are watching do get a lot of value from this, especially watching me make mistakes that I'm pretty sure the average viewer is making. Because, again, I'm no means the best. I'm decent. But we are trying to be the best. Yeah, that's not the worst play, but again, with the character DNA, we went against it. But luckily, we do get out in a much more higher skill lobby. Yeah, they definitely don't let me get away there. They kill me, put me on a timer, but we do have Rejuvenator. The only time when I would condone aggressive plays in that situation where we kind of enter from the back and try to get a few sneaky shots at them is when we have Rejuve. Because even if you die, you're back up in like 20 some seconds. So it is worth, right? They're so mad because they're playing together as a team. I think that's a fundamental flaw. A lot of people think they're like, oh, it's a 1v1, you need to 1v1. Like, no, you need to win the game. Right? You want to go 1v1, wait for deathmatch. Wait for deathmatch. And to be fair, if deathmatch ever gets released, that's all I'm going to be doing. That's how I'm going to be practicing those headshots. Yeah, now we're just making sure our lane is being pushed. The haze has no option but to return, but at this point we do so much damage with our carbine shot. That's why I like my build. It's a pure damage weapon build. Kind of focus around our ult a little bit as well with our warp stone. Nice, Maginnis wall clutch. One of the most oppressive walls in the game. Hugely advantageous ability when it's on your team, and a hugely annoying ability when it's on the opposite team, which just means it's just a great ability, right? I think we just tried to shoot through the bulk of it and we hit nothing, but that's okay. We have 5 up, they have 3 up. I think we just finished the game at this point. Now we just push objectives, right? Now we shoot the patron, shoot the patron! Why am I not shooting the patron? This is a mistake. I should be shooting the patron. I should be getting that patron down and then fighting. But I think we do luck out here. We do luck out, and that is by no means a good play. I get punished for that extremely heavily in a different lobby. And those are the lobbies we're trying to get to. So we gotta assume that like what wouldn't work there doesn't count even if it works in these lobbies. So like Arkan lobbies, right? We actually finally did our ranked games, finally, for the first time. We finally got time to do them since ranked opened up, so we'll know what our rank is. And we end up securing the win. So we did pretty good. We actually did pretty good. We'll just take a quick look at our damage. I think the end game we did pretty well. Almost flawless. A few mistakes here and there, but we did pretty well. Nice. So let's take a look. We have 44,000 damage, 14 kills, 38,000 souls, the most souls in the game, most damage in the game. Objective damage is 6,000, but if you look at our dynamo, 21,000, sorry, healing, my bad. Completely messed that up, don't even listen to me on that one. Objective damage is 13,000 and 13,937 for dynamo. Objective damage is why and how you win games. This is the only stat that matters. Every other stat does not matter. You could have half those souls, half that damage, half those kills, half those assists, and get your objective damage up. That's how you know you had a good game. So I think we figured out the stuff that we need to focus on, and this is very good. So let's go ahead and wrap it up on that point. As you can see on the screens, what we did good, what we did bad, and our priority to focus on, which is movement. Our movement is horrific. So this week on our Twitch streams, we're actually switching up the stream schedule. It's going to be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. We're going to focus on movement. Everything we do in the game is going to be focused on movement, pub lobbies, so there's no pressure. Whether we have good games or not, we're just going to focus on movement. But thanks, everyone. Hope this was interesting and intriguing for you all. We're going to keep continuing this, and it works as a nice little experiment. We'll see how many weeks it takes us to get to the point where we are competing with the best, at least in Eternus, which I think is a great goal to have. So let's focus on this week. Let's make movement our best ability and our most flawless ability. And then next week we can take a look on what to improve on from next Monday. So thank you all. Take care. Have fun. Love you all. Peace, peace. Bye, bye.